be able to finish it there, but you leave it for Ribeiro to be able to score. But this is what you needed. You needed players to be able to run beyond that defensive line, to break that defensive line, because it was very solid in the first half. They were playing in front of them. Now you have players that can able to run and just beyond them. It makes things a little bit simpler.
Especially Zovo, so they will have a bit of nightmares about that. What he was doing, running towards his own goal and then giving away the ball as well. Trying the pass to Ime Ocon, but instead give the ball away. And now Ribeiro Costa also opens his account, and Sundowns have like really, Supersport United, after being so solid defensively, have been undone. Have been undone by two sucker punches, really. Talk about a left-right combination that surely possibly have dealt them the knockout blow now. Supersport have hardly threatened the goals. Is there a way back into this one for them? Is there a way back? Well, I'll tell you about the record of Supersport coming from behind against Supersport United. I can remember them doing so famously at this ground with scoring an absolute corker for Matsatsanta that night. But when scoring first, last season Sundowns did not lose a single one of us. They scored first in 24 matches and they won 21 of them. Now, at the other end, good work from Ocon this time, and Sanoka laying it back to Goss. Well, ironically, Sundowns have conceded the first goal in 4 of their last 6 matches in the Premiership. And that's going back to last season. But last season when Tembazwani, my word, incredible.
It's just one of those players that, you know, when he's on the pitch, there's so much confidence that he brings into his fellow teammates. You need to have those players more on the pitch, because so much confidence that just happens within the players.
Beautiful ball slipped in here. Oh, that is an incredible pass there to release Ribeiro Costa. Oh my goodness. Talk about a killer pass. This is champagne stuff here. Aubrey Mudiba. Oh,
Aubrey Mudiba was such a good pass there, but you know, Ribeiro did everything right, because Goss is charging. You want to find yourself, create yourself the space, but the experience there of Tyson being able to cover that one, that's good defense there from Tyson. That's right.
Great cover. That was another moment of magic. Oh wow, how things have changed in this game. Sundowns are turning it on now. Really are carving Sundown Supersport United open at will now. Corner. Ikram Reynas already on the score sheet, and good work from Moralo. They're gonna make a change. Another change coming up here for Supersport United now. They are chasing the game. Chasing the game. They are going to bring on an attacking player in the form of another youngster. Siviwe Makitikiti is a player being introduced for Supersport United as they change. It's just a 19-year-old Makitikiti. Another graduate from the academy now. Mudiba buzzing out there. Matthews laying it on, and oh, it was the right idea there on the back post, looking for Ribeiro Costa.
Yeah, it was a brilliant idea. But getting involved again, you know, carrying that ball. What a great pass that he he put there for Matthew. You can see the idea within Matthews. What is it exactly that he wanted to do? He wanted to find Ribeiro on the far post. It's unfortunate that the ball just skids because of the weather conditions. It becomes very, very difficult for Ribeiro to be able to. But you can see also from the weaker foot of Matthews as well. Those are the contribution that they needed from the substitution to just to spark a little bit of energy within the team.
Oh boy, and if they found some energy, what a turnaround. I say a turnaround, but what in terms of the change to the game? It's like a whole different game from what we watched in the first half.
Yeah.
Remarkable stuff. Supersport really now with their on the ropes and wow, just hooked it wide. And I tell you what, he's made an impact since coming on, Moralo.
Yeah, I can see that he's venturing a little bit more forward, taking those risks a little bit. But there's a nice ball being played there by Aye. Look at Bakiti there up front. They're holding up that ball, you know, allowing your teammates to be able to come through and have a finish there. That's what they need to do. Take a little bit of risk, force Mamelodi Sundowns in that box a little bit.
Now, the goals are flowing again for Mamelodi Sundowns, showing that what happened in MTN 8 was just nothing more than a bit of a glitch. It's a competition that over the years has been a bit of a problem for them. Just gets a bit slow to get going, Mamelodi Sundowns. But now, this is more the Sundowns we are familiar with. And it's no coincidence, I wouldn't think, Teko Modise, that the game turned on the introduction of Themba Zwane or in Aubrey Modiba.
I mean, those are the players as well that are very, very, very good on the ball. They take risks. They want to be on the front foot all the time. With Themba Zwane, you can see that there was a little bit of maybe an issue in that midfield in terms of creativity, in terms of opening up those defensive blocks that Supersport had. And just by his introduction, it just brings just sort of confidence within the team.
And in as much as it brings confidence to his teammates, it also unsettles the opposition.
Yeah, it does.
You know he's the kind of player that can pull a rabbit out of a hat, literally, and that's exactly what he did to set up that opening goal.
Yeah, he can, and Gokasia player so I can because you know how dangerous he is.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's been 2 years since a team came from behind to win against Sundowns. When Sundowns have scored first, Maritzburg did it in March 2022, coming from behind to win 2-1. But at this ground, I believe the last team that was Kaizer Chiefs. Samir Nokovic scoring the winner there, as Chiefs turned it around. By the way, speaking of Kaizer Chiefs, they will be Sundowns' next opponents in the DStv Premiership. Talk about two big games to start off the season for the champions.
Let's bring that excitement back into the PSL, excitement that we miss so much. And I'm sure that with the Kaizer Chiefs faithfuls are so excited to see their team, especially getting maximum points away from home. And Mamelodi Sundowns being a team to beat, to be a team that wants to defend their title, it's a very, very nice fixture to play.
November 2021. At this ground, Supersport United had a 2-0, rather Mamelodi Sundowns had a 2-0 lead with goals from Neo Mahema and Peter Shalulile, and then Gambani Lungu and Tebo Mukwena with an absolute cracker of a goal equalized. So that's the last time Supersport United turned it around. But they're up against it here. They haven't looked a threat in front of goal, Supersport United. And if anything here, it looks like Sundowns may get another. They are looking more likely to score again. Ibero Costa has been fantastic. It's from the first half, even though he was kept at bay, but hasn't stopped trying, and he's been a constant threat. That's a short pass there from Zwane. They've got an excellent record on the opening day. They've won. You Mamelodi Sundowns. Unbeaten against Supersport in their last 5 home games. And they've won their last 5 fixtures on the opening day of the season. In fact, they're unbeaten in their last 16 opening day matches are Mamelodi Sundowns. And they're also continuing this dominant record against Supersport United. I mentioned that this is the team they've beaten more than any other in the Premiership.
And when you're wearing Mamelodi Sundowns colours playing against Supersport, you have that feeling that you know, no matter how difficult it may be, it's a fixture that we're going to find ways how to win. Because I also remember on the same pitch when we won our first trophy, our first league title with Coach Peter Msimang, so under pressure against Supersport. But in the second half, just like this game, the second half it just changed. It just became a little bit open for Mamelodi Sundowns, and then began to find our place and find our way and find our rhythm.
By the way, Ibero Costa has now scored on the opening on match day 1 for the 2nd season in succession.
Yeah.
Did so last season as well. Now could be a chance here. Excellent save. He's hardly had anything to do.
Yeah.
Ronwen Williams.
Guess who's involved again that forcing Ronwen Williams to make that save? Moralo.
What a change, what an impact he's made in the game.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful touch.
It's a beautiful touch of putting himself in an advantageous position where he knows that, you know, the only thing that he needs to face now is the goalkeeper, but good save there from Ronwen.
Showing just why he's Africa's finest. Showing why he's in line for the Yashin Trophy. 15 clean sheets last season. More than any other player for Ronwen Williams. Sundowns are going to make another change. Just to build a bit of solidity. Nice stuff here from Air. Puts the cross in. Now could be a chance. Supersport, there's still time here. If Supersport can find one, that's offside. If Supersport can find one, can still set up an exciting finish here. But I think to some extent, let's have a look. It's Reyners that's going to make way for Sundowns as they look to consolidate a little bit by bringing on Batusi Aubas. But a perfect debut for Ikram Reyners.
Here's a perfect debut for Ikram Reyners at home to be introduced to the fans. And I'm sure they're excited to see that he's still scoring goals, just like how they saw him scoring last season when he played for Stellies. They want to see that continue, but with Overs being introduced, I think just trying to solidify that midfield as well, bring that a bit of a bite, because you can see that Moralo now becomes a problem. You need that extra pair of defensive player, and that's what he's going to bring between him and Kotia.
Yeah, that conservative approach, Supersport United have paid the price here. They, on the one hand, you could describe it as showing respect for Mamelodi Sundowns, or being a bit negative. I just don't think they offered too many threats. I mean, that's why you had someone like Mapule going off with hardly seen anything from him when he was pulled off at halftime, you know, when they made the change.
And at times you question yourself as to your top players, why aren't they in the game? You need to find a diagnosis within them. Pule wasn't in the game because he wasn't getting the ball, because he was resorted into defending that deep. So in the second half, maybe we change a little bit of a strategy. You still need that type of a player because you know what he possesses going forward. And I think they missed that up front today. That little bit of a speed. As much as they're playing a little bit of the low block, you need to have speed whenever you're in transition.
Ronwen Williams is about just over 10 minutes away from starting off the campaign with another clean sheet. Andre Arnse was temporarily temporarily in charge of the side with, took charge of the side from the bench with Gavin Hunt up in the stands offside here against Rugamanja.
must be frustrating for Supersport. You're trying to get a break, and then whenever there's a break that looks like there might be something, you find yourself offside. And I think they need to stretch the pitch a little bit, go wide a little bit, then you can play the ball out wide and be able to bring it in, because I don't think they have enough players out wide, so it forces them to play those balls over the top, and then you're playing a risk of being in an offside position.
Well, Lake has been forced to play more as a fullback.
Yeah.
He has been preoccupied with defensive work, hasn't been able to push forward down that left-hand side.
100%, especially after the substitution of Akko. Now he's a left back. He has to play as a left back. That's why he plays with Makitikiti on the left-hand side. Because now they're playing 4 at the back. They're not playing 5 at the back anymore. They're trying to, have more numbers going forward.
Bremediba chasing it down, but he was offside. Offside.
Yeah, he was ahead.
Yep. The second half display from Mamelodi Sundowns was vintage Mamelodi Sundowns. It's a Sundowns side we've become accustomed to in the last 2 seasons.
Yeah. And also the amount of pressure that they're coming into this game. I mean, it's the first game of the league. You want to show that you're playing at home. You want to also show the fans that you are capable of defending your own title this season. And I'm sure that in the first half, even the coaches were not impressed maybe the way they played, because he spoke about something that is very, very important. He spoke about the pace of the game, the tempo of the game, and this is Mamelodi Sundowns switching it up in the second half, applying a little bit of tempo, of course, with a little bit of different personnel as well. It helps in that regard. That's why it was so important for the Timbers and Matthews to be on the pitch.
So they have to show they can defend their title. I was going to say, how many times do they have to show they can defend their titles? 8 in a row.
You have to show it over and over again.
Yeah, just relentless. Just keep going and keep going.
Yeah.
Last season they started the campaign with a away win, scoring a 2-1 win over Skukune United. Had to come from behind in that game, by the way. Sundowns are going to make a change. And it's going to be Tembinkosi Lorch who will be making his first appearance of the season. He is going to be replacing he's going to replace Ibero Costa, who I'm sure will get a rousing applause from the Sundowns faithful for an excellent display.
Yeah, it was such an excellent display indeed. Continues from scoring last season, finds himself in that, a space that he was denied in the first half by Sanoka.
Coisalina Hapaish.
What is that?
That's what they would say in Brazil. Parabéns. It's a fantastic display. What a player. What a player. Well, Supersport United are going to make a double change of their own. Double change for them coming up. Tabang Mahlangu was a star of the DDC last season, being the top scorer. He will come on for Terence Sugamanja. Disappointing night for Sugamanja. Very little happened before him.
Just that front 3 that Supersport started.
Yeah, it didn't work.
Yeah, it didn't work today.
I was about to say, maybe there's some lessons they would have learned, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And I would be interested to see what kind of change, what kind of lineup Supersport United will put out next time out. Now, Sundowns reverting to Sortier now will hide the ball. It's just managing the game now, just 5 minutes to go. Next up for Supersport United. Over the weekend they face Royal AM at home. I would imagine there will be a very different starting lineup.
Yeah.
Given what we saw tonight here.
Yeah, I'm sure we know how Coach Kevin Hunt is a serial winner. He would want to see a better performance from his team.
Oh, this is wonderful here. Now, Morena. Little cutback here. Zwane! Almost playing it in for Aubrey Modiba.
Yeah, he wanted a 1-2 there. You can see that first touch was just a little bit in front of him, so he was forced to try and play a 1-2, but Modiba, at that time, he was going. We did speak about how much passage they find on the right-hand side. There's a nice cut back there from Tapelo Moreno. Good defensive work there by Sanok.
Here comes the double change then. There goes Vugamanja, replaced by Tabang Mahlangu. And also the Chad international signed, making his debut here, Eric Mbangosum, signed from the Moroccan side, UTS Rabat. He makes his entrance then. He's a defensive player, so it's an interesting call there.
I guess because now maybe you sense that the game is gone. Possibly you start planning on the next game, planning on the next possible combination that you may find.
Well, he's come on to replace Ndlovu, so I guess it makes sense. One defensive player on for another.
I also feel like
there are too many of the key players, Ndlovu included, had an off day for Supersport United.
100%. And one would have expected, because then you had, if you remember Bochenpoel when he played against Solidifying, I think he had a fantastic game in that midfield. And I strongly felt that today maybe he might be also one of the players as well that are being put on, especially with him and I. You know, you try to find that perfect combination. We don't know what the reason behind it is, but I guess it's one of those situations you just want to react to what the game is saying.
Yeah, I think they were consumed by fear here, with Supersport coming into this one. Fearing the worst against the team that have tormented them for years. Swan is setting up another now. The cross there though was too deep, but the vision from Themba Zwane. Now here's Aubas. Showed too much of it there to Moralo. Moralo has had a great impact off the bench. Look at him fighting for the ball.
Indeed.
And that's a foul though.
That is a foul, but
great battling. Yeah.
Great battling indeed, you know. Positive attitude, great character that he showed ever since he going into the pitch. You can see that he's willing to, to bring back the team into the game, at least maybe trying to get one or cause problems for maybe Sundowns in that defensive period.
Nah, he's laying a claim now to as placing the starting lineup next time out. Yeah.
You want to raise your hand and show the coach that I can actually start.
Former junior international, of course, at under 20 level is Cape Moralo, the product of the School of Excellence, for joining the Supersport United Diski side. Supersport, Sundowns heading for what will be their 29th win over Supersport United in their 57th meeting against them. So double. They've won 50% of matches they've played against Supersport United. That's just total dominance. Mentioned as well that their home record last season was impeccable. Mamelodi Sundowns. Let's have a look at this one, floated in towards the back post. But they picked too much on it, and hope he didn't do himself any harm there. Did all right there, the new man, Eric Mbangosum. They could have.
Let's hope that he's not injured from that.
It's all good. All good. We are waiting for the signal as to how much time will be added on at the end of this 90. Cape Town City, the only side to beat Sundowns at home last season, and it had to be on the last day of the season. Ronwin. But that's confidence for you.
Yeah, it is.
Calm under pressure, no panic.
He's always very, very, very calm. And that's what they missed with him. You know, his personality on the pitch, when he's on the ball, that little bit of a trust. You know, that he'll find those pockets. He's not scared to play in between the lines as a playmaker. That gives a lot of confidence when you're a midfielder, because you don't have to go deep and collect the ball.
Minimum 4 minutes to be added on at the end of 90, although I fancy the final whistle can come soon enough for Supersport United, who have a really bad record, it must be said as well, on opening day. They've lost 9 times over the years on the opening day of the season. ABS malfunction there for Jape Morano. Now, onside, Morena took a deflection. Should be a corner. It is indeed.
Yeah, he needs to get it right with that first touch. You know, he was out. Good ball they've been played by Obers. You want that first touch to be in an advantageous position to be able to play in that cross, and with his speed, he should be able to get it right there. But good defensive work there from Supersport.
Set the next one up for Sundowns is another biggie, as they will be facing Kaizer Chiefs in away from home. But in fact, before that, I beg your pardon, they face Marumo Gallants. But they have a CAF Champions League fixture to deal with before that against Mbabane Swallows. And then Tashrik Matthews chasing that one. It's Marumo Gallants at home after Mbabane Swallows. And then at the end of the month, Kaizer Chiefs. Easy. Straight at Roman Williams there. Into the last minute. Sian Mahlangu there. So the former top scorer there in the Diski Challenge. One off the conveyor belt of Mamelodi Sundowns. Or rather, Supersport United. And another one who hails from the Val. I'm telling you, someone needs to drop some cash in the Val there and form a club there.
Yeah,
the amount of talent.
There's a lot of talent there. Over the years, though.
Yeah, just somebody needs to revive Val professionals. There's a foul. Lyle Kay playing against his former teammates here. And now, no need for this. There's no need for this now. Just totally unnecessary. Hasn't been that type of game either.
Yeah.
It's been played in good spirit. It's been mostly clean. But Lakay, I think, definitely mistimed that challenge there. But I think the handbags here a bit unnecessary. Yeah, I mean, it was a bad challenge from Lakay, but it was more clumsy than anything.
Man, he's not even that type of a player, really, okay. But you can see the reaction from the players as well. Maybe it's because they know that he's not that type of a player to be able to put that foot high up there. But we can see within even the way Lorch felt, I don't think there was like enough contact to cause any harm.
Lorch is all good. Of course, he just come back from an injury.
Yeah.
So maybe he would have been a bit nervous about that as well. Time is up now. This will be probably the last bit of play here. The referee has taken a name of Lakay, presumably. And there you go. Job done. And to dig deep a little, they need to produce a little bit something special from the producer of things, special things. Tembazwane coming off the